Alright, hello? I think I'm here now. For some reason, There we go, that was why. I was on the wrong mic. Hello. I am here. And unfortunately, I made a note to myself. Mental note. Yesterday, where I was like, oh yeah, I gotta add a brightness slider to my avatar. And then I just now was like looking at my menu and I went, oh, I forgot. I forgot to make a brightness toggle. So, no brightness toggle yet. And that's okay. Shit happens. I'm gonna open the screen for that. Alright. That should be everything. Everything should be ready, except for my calibration. Alright, that looks good. Cool. Also, that's good. Alright, that looks good. Hello, stud bunny. Someone might pass you up and score at some point. You've been missing. What am I looking for? Camera. Now, the other thing too is today I'm gonna be much stricter when it comes to certain behaviors, alright? I'm not gonna try to be too harsh about it, but I don't want to repeat of yesterday, where things got a little bit out of control. Not in like certain ways, I guess. It's more like just, you know, basic respect towards each other, etc. The usual shit. Hello, Pink Lightning. A 3-watt streak. Where is my OBS? There it is. Alright. Hello. So yeah, no. Now, let's see. Who is here? We have Erebus. We had Joji. I don't know if Joji are still here. Stud Bunny, Pink Lightning, and Vrchatter. How are you all doing? Thank you guys for stopping in so early to my stream. How is it going? I'm doing alright. Yes, yes. As you saw, I had a big PC issue earlier. My actual entire computer crashed yet again. I love to see it. It was quite a glorious spectacle. I I don't know, I just launched everything, I was setting up for stream, and then suddenly, my, uh, my GPU fan, I guess, or maybe it was a CPU fan, I didn't check that closely. All I know is they're kicking on an overdrive out of nowhere. Everything was black, like screens went black, the CPU or GPU fan kicks into high gear, it sounds like a jet taking off, and like the power button doesn't do anything, no controls do anything. Holding the power button didn't do shit, so I actually had to manually turn off the switch in the back. So the power would need to be cut in order for it to work again. So shit was weird, very weird. But hey, you know, computer isn't always going to be perfect. Happens like once a week. Hello, it's Ixie. Thank you so much for the follow. How are we doing today? But yeah, no, I don't know. It was unfortunate. But hey, I got the crash out early, that means, right? So that means my PC should be good to go. Um, yeah, it should be smooth sailing for the rest of the stream, right? Hello. That's a cute little emote. I like that one. I need to redo all my emotes, but I don't have a drawing tablet anymore, so I can't really just draw my own emotes again, unless I want to sit here on mouse and keyboard and just like slightly trace my own emotes but make them look more cute. So that's also on my list of need to do's because all my current emotes were drawn by someone who was a part of another community that hung out in my community. Very sweet individual. They did it for my birthday, if I remember correctly. And I haven't retouched them since I started my transition, you know? So they all have like goatees on them. Because I had a goatee for a little while streaming. You know, trying a little too hard to look masculine. You know what I mean? But hey, that's alright. It's part of life. Touched. Yeah, you get touched quite a bit by your girlfriend. My cat smells fishy. Did they get into something that they shouldn't? Or did you give them a treat and this treat smells bad? I guess another important question is it like your cat as a whole smells fishy? Or, well, as a whole is a poor choice of words. But, does your cat just smell in general? Or is it just like their paws, their face, their breath? What is it? And welcome back, Erevis. Yeah, no, my PC crashed earlier. I'm on the starting soon screen and everything exploded. I'll say about money one day. He decided to breathe in your face? Oh, mine does that too. He'll just like look at me for a minute and then he'll just yawn in my face and then just like lay down. It's like, thank you, buddy. Mm-hmm. Shenanigans. It was indeed shenanigans. But yes. Yes, yes, yes. My day was okay, very unproductive, but that's kind of the par for the course on every day that ends in Y. However, I used the time while stream was, or my PC was booting, to actually do the injection on my thigh, and now I'm here. So, thigh doesn't hurt. Though if I wasn't paying attention, I would have injected a tiny piece of rubber into my leg. Very small, but I would have done it. Not would have, or would have not been good. Yeah, those injection lids are made of rubber, right? And you shove a needle into the rubber, and supposedly it's supposed to go in nice and smooth. And like, what happens is you make lots of micro holes. This is a brand new cap, so I don't know what happened here. But I poked through it, pulled out the liquid, and then I looked in there at the very tip. There was a tiny little bit of rubber floating in the syringe, like, needle lid. Because like, they have like their own like little like twisty part that you take off the syringe. Yeah, it was part of the vial cap. So I took off the cap back. The little piece of rubber was still in the cap, so thankfully it was okay. You've never had that happen to you. Yeah, no, maybe it's my injection technique. Maybe it's the way I put the needle into the cap. I don't know. I do it at an angle. I come in at this angle. I go, and yeah, no. It's happened once before, but it was like when I had been using that bottle for a month, right? Well, you're supposed to come in at it at an angle. You're not supposed to go straight in. You're supposed to go diagonal. it's okay. Microplastics are in my body. What's a little micro rubber, right? Stud Bunny's just spamming fish right now, though, because they're trying to catch up to anyone who might have gotten close to them. It could be why. I just go straight down because it's easier. I stopped going straight down because of the small rubber pieces, because I used to do it that way. But now, I don't know. Now I'm not sure if I'm doing it wrong, what I need to do differently, whatever needs to happen. But yeah, no, tell me about you guys. What's your day been like? What have you guys been up to? What has everyone done on this glorious Monday? Have you been drinking? Please don't be. Working? Rare fish? A rare sunfish? I haven't seen the sun in I don't know how long. You woke up 7 hours ago and you're dead tired. Yeah, you know, that's not great. What time is it for you? For me, it's already 10 p.m. Oh, I know, I do turn it upside down. I do 100% do that. You've gotten bit a lot. I mean, they have to get in every bite that they can because you're leaving. When are you getting deployed again? And just go straight in? Yeah, no, I do go straight in. But I do at an angle, I guess. It's not straight. But why would I ever want to do something straight, right? We love going in at a curve. Also, you caught an octopus. Put the octopus back. They're very smart creatures. We don't kill octopus. Alright. I feel bad that octopus are treated the way that they are. They're very intelligent creatures, and they're very, very, very cute. Yeah, curves are good. Curve is a good thing, you know? Can't really go wrong with a nice curve. The the sun makes me feel really bad and anxious, so I always wake up around sunset. Yeah, no, that's why. That's why you wake up at sunset. It's definitely not a bad sleeping habit or anything. Definitely not like staying up until like 7 in the morning or something. It has to be the fact that the sun just makes you anxious, right? They're very gentle. Oh yeah? What kind of VR chat world are you making? Hello, Waistline. How are you doing today? I guess we're talking about, you know, curves, but different kinds. But hey, look, curves. Waistline. I see. Do you work night shifts? Is that why? Hello, Stellar Demon. How are we feeling today? Glorious curves. Hourglass figure. I will say though, VR chat avatars, most of them, their figure is so ridiculous. Like, I did my best to like, even it out a little bit, so it wasn't like, gah, you know? Like, I wanted it to be, like, at least within reason. So I tried my best, but it's still not perfect. I might still adjust it a little bit more. We'll see. You're professionally unemployed. Oh, I see. Yeah, I know. I need to gain work. I need to get a job. Streaming would be a lovely career if I could make money, but I'm not a very good streamer. Yet. Right? I gotta start making content that goes on other platforms, guys. I gotta start posting things on TikTok and get on the grind that Rico's on. It's Rico VR here. They're on that grind set. They're a hella hard worker. Why did I join and immediately hear say I'm not a very good streamer? Because I don't make content. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. I'm not on that grind set. Listen, it's true though. If I were like constantly posting on other platforms, then I'd be a better streamer, okay? Wish I was unemployed. Yeah, streaming every day doesn't make you a good streamer. Okay. I need to get on the content creating platforms too, but I don't know. Looking at my own content is hard because I'm like, what would I even clip here? What's even worth clipping? And then someone told me, "Oh, go to the part where you see what do you call those? It's the highest chat. Like it's like, oh, there's a lot of active chatting." And then like I look and I'm like, I'm not even really talking about much. I think you guys are usually just talking to each other. And then I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. This is such a good clipping point. But I don't know. Nothing I do is like a Keck Lamau kind of thing. So I don't know. Short form content, very hard. I don't know how people do it. What's my job? Unemployed. Oh, damn. Never mind. Sorry. I wouldn't mind getting deployed, but I also wouldn't want to scare your girlfriend. Anyway. You don't wish you were unemployed, trust me, it fucks with your head. Stellar, did you answer me on how your day's been going? It's really hard to entertain by just chatting, and you do it really good. Well, thank you. You're very sweet. I'm trying out here, okay? Hello, Icarus VR, thank you so much for the follow. How are you doing today? I like talking to everybody, though. I really do enjoy the fact that, like, it's a very conversational space. Like, I do want you guys to feel comfy in talking to me just as much as I feel comfy to talk to you. Like, I know that sounds very like, shall keep talking to me. But really, it's like, it's very nice to me because, like, it's a social outlet. It keeps me actively thinking and moving and, it helps me pass some time and yeah, no. I do enjoy this aspect of streaming, so it's fun. Yeah, being an infantryman, I don't know about that. I don't think I could ever sign up for the military. I do have a very chill and sociable vibe. Hell yeah, thank you. And you're adorable. You use your emotes really well. I think it's really cute when some people have like that chatting style, or just typing style in general, where like they'll type two messages out and they always have an emote ready. The emotes go super well with like messages, so it's always like a cute thing. Wait, you just pulled up a thong. That's crazy. I asked my friend for some help with some tats for my avatar. I have a tattoo that I want to put on my avatar, but I'm not artistic. And I tried doing it, and I couldn't figure it out. But there's a tattoo that I bought for like $3. That's like a big Yakuza style tattoo. And it's a bunch of really cool like dragon stuff and like all this other really cool stuff. Yeah, it succeeded. I made this avatar. It was my own doing. I bought the starlight head and then I adjusted it, fixed its proportions a little bit of sculpting. I did the body, a little sculpting using the e-girl base. I did a lot of like proportion settings with the blend shapes, little things, and then I fit the clothes to it to make sure that they all go nicely. For instance, this jacket actually was not meant for my model. The shoulders were too far back, the arms were shorter. It was all very different. If they fished up thongs, that means somebody lost one. Yeah, I know. It's very rare here on the States for someone to call a flip-flop slash sandal a thong. But I actually grew up with that, just a little bit. But I hear more Aussies say thongs. It's not really a very widely used American term, unless you're talking about the underwear. Stellar, what kind of tattoos do you have? Wait, that's cool. I have zero IRL tattoos. I have always joked, though, if I had to get a tattoo, it's one of two things. It is either And this is supposed to be funny, okay? I have three nipples, alright? I have one, two, and three. So one's right below the other. And I would get a fourth nipple right there. Like, I would match, so I have it, like, even. I think it would be pretty funny, but most people are like, are you sure that's a nipple? It looks like a mole. And I'm like, look closer. Puppy tits. Excuse me. You wish you knew how to make avies. You spend $100 every few weeks for avatars. It's hitting your wallet too hard. Hello, Lonias. How are you doing today? ¿Cómo estás? Um, it's not honestly that hard to learn to make your own avatar, but it is still expensive. Right. The head was like $15 to $20. The body was another 15-ish dollars. But that's the initial investment. After that, you could just keep messing with it to make it look how you like, and then make new ones if you prefer. Then buying things like hair, that's another $5, $6 per hairstyle. The outfits, those can be anywhere from like $5 all the way upwards towards 20, 25. Like this jacket was maybe I think $10, but it was on sale. This top that goes with this shirt, this was with his pants too. This was $11 for sure. And then this hoodie alone was $5. So, I mean, you can definitely make something cute if you just learn the basics of Blender. So yeah, there's definitely options out there. Mm-hmm. That's fair. I think generally going in with an idea helps quite a bit. Knowing kind of what you want is a big part of making an avatar, right? For me, I wanted a more mature face, so I worked on making this look more mature. I wanted, like, I didn't want to look super slutty, so I wanted to get clothes that kind of fit my aesthetic. So I wanted something like this. And I wanted more, is Blender hard to learn? I only know how to use Cinema 4D. Never heard of Cinema 4D. Blender's not that hard though. You have a black symbiotic Spider-Man on one arm, Link and Ganondorf from Zelda on the other arm, and an ankle brand. Ooh, sounds cool. What kind of, wait, what's an ankle brand look like though? Is it like a letter, a specific icon from something? What kind of thing do you have for a brand? A band. Oh, ankle band. I'm so stupid. I'm so sorry. I am dyslexic. I saw an R in another word and I put it in the B. Listen, we don't talk about it, alright? Anyway, I don't know. Ultimately, I don't think I'm ever gonna get a tattoo. I'm like, there's just nothing I feel that passionate about. And like I said, if I were to ever really get a tattoo other than the joke tattoo, like, it wouldn't be a fourth nipple. It would be, a full-on, like, Yakuza sleeve, because I think those are sick. But, again, you know, tattoo's scary, permanent decision. I don't want to be the old lady, like, getting checked in at the hospital with wrinkly old tattoos. Like, oh, jeez, what did this lady do? I mean, that would be kind of badass, let's be real. Also, very side note, but... Oh, I see, huh? Well, Blender is mostly just learning keybinds and stuff like that, and basic tools. Once you understand the basic tools and keybinds, it's not that hard to navigate. Just be careful about what you get, especially if it's anything game related. Oh, no, 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 no. It would never be an actual Yakuza thing. It would just be, you know, something that I think is neat. Like, flowers, maybe like a willow tree or something in there, because my name is Willow. I'll regret them when I get old, but for now, you love them. Nah, if you love them now, you'll love them when you get older. There's nothing to regret, really. It's just me being like, you know, picturing myself in this going like, oh yeah, no, I would probably just look stupid, blah blah blah. Self-deprecating nonsense that I gotta stop, alright? Rico is yelling at me for a reason. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do tribal tattoos or Asian tattoos, and they don't know what they fully mean. They're just like, ah, this is sick. And like, someone can look at it and go, why did you do that? No, but maybe one of these days when I'm editing my avatar, I'll hop in the VC and like I can show you around Blender a little bit, Ixie, if you're interested, but I can't promise it'll be very interesting or very like helpful because I'm very new to Blender, so I can only give you the basics of like from a beginner's perspective. There's definitely some tools though that make making avatars a lot easier, so having those plugins very useful. Hello, Red Tails. How are we doing? 1221? You got 221 in your name. That's pretty cool. It's currently 1021 though, so you know, I disagree about morning. But hey, how are we feeling today? Let's see. Sorry, I'm just remembering to hit start on some programs because my PC crashed earlier. And I can't say it's what you know, but you've known it the whole time. Oh shit, you got a diamond. Yo, let's go, diamonds. I'm surprised that that audio plays, by the way. Like, oh, I'm playing the wrong one. Lemao! You guys weren't supposed to be able to hear my music. Wrong side, but I'm surprised you guys can hear the, No one told me that you guys could hear me double. Shame on you. Oh, that's awfully embarrassing on my part. Let's see. I want a full body tattoo of thorns entangling your body with roses. With thorns. Entangling my body with thorns, looking like they're poking out of your skin and black rosebuds are budding from some points and fully mature roses on the other buds. Hello, Goonba. Oh, well, no, it's fine. You know, it's barely layered, I'm sure, so it's fine. Hydrate? Yeah, I can do that. I actually got a full cup of water before stream. Look at me being proactive. Cheers. And I spilled on my chin. How annoying. Anyway, yeah, no. How are we feeling today, Pink Lightning? Everybody too. Anyone who hasn't answered me so far. How are you guys all feeling? Stellar, I don't know if you actually ever told me how you're doing, and I've asked you twice. Grr. Or did you answer me and I missed it? I'll forgive you if I've missed it. You know, yeah, I'm allowed to miss things. You tiny little bean, I'm gonna throw you. You're freezing to death? How cold is it where you are? That sounds really uncomfortable. You're good? What have you been doing today, though? It's 10, not 9. Yeah? I have 0 tattoos, so my body's got no meaning written on it. I feel like if I ever did get tattoos, though, I'd want them all to have meaning. Yeah, as soon as I looked down and realized that the audio was playing from one and not the other, I was like, ah, shit. Also, you guys can't hear the world audio. Oh yeah, there's no audio playing. Weird. Do I hear music? Thanks for the follow on Kick, by the way, FR117. How are we feeling today? Do I hear anything? I do hear things. It's you guys who don't hear things. It's 47 Fahrenheit. That is kind of chilly. 12 by Wednesday. Oh, I see. What kind of tattoos are you guys gonna do? Let me look at this real quick. Yeah, it's only me and the fishing game that you guys can hear right now, so I just muted it. Properties. We're gonna change it. And then I'm gonna change it back. Alright, that fixed it. Oh, temporarily. There we go. There's the passive water noises and stuff. Also, congratulations on your big mama pickle. Let me adjust the audio of the fishing minigame too, though. It's a little bit loud. Ba-bum-bum-bum. Is there an audio setting on this? No, there's not. Maybe it's better for just to be muted. I don't know. Maybe not. Hold on. Open volume mixer. Lurk bait. Let's drop down to a quarter. And then I will go here and unmute it. Alright, that should be good. So yeah, no. You know, today has been very mellow. I think I'm going to, tomorrow or after stream, I'm going to sit in Unity and I'm going to actually go through. And I'm going to make it so that when I am in a dark world, so for instance, let me reset this real quick, right? If I'm in a world that's this dark, I don't want to be this dark on stream. Oh, Ixie, thank you so much for the subscription. You're very sweet. I appreciate it. Thank you for supporting my stream. Yes, so this is dark, right? It's very dark. And so it should be visible regardless, but that's the vibe of this world, right? So I need to make it so that you can actually see me regardless of the brightness, so I don't have to blow up the exposure levels on my camera, because there are some detrimental effects to doing that. You're gonna do a stylized BDSM emblem that you found that you like, in red, black, and purple. And then you're gonna do a wristband of the Ouroboros with DFQ, NGU, PWYL on the snake's body. I don't know what any of those letterings mean. Are those all like, I guess abbreviations for something? Well, I assume they are, right? Oh, excuse me. That should be more like here, sure. Don't make you yawn at work? Well, maybe. If you were focused on me instead of work, I wouldn't be yawning. Think about that, alright? I'm joking, of course. How's work going for you today, Stellar? Don't fucking quit. Never give up. Protect what you love. No, those are all very good values. I like those. Yeah, exactly. Ask your boss to make it mandatory to watch my stream for all workers. Easy. It'll boost morale, it'll boost productivity, I promise you. Me in their ear going like, yeah, you got this. Solve those, things. And, type real quick. Answer that email too, it's important. You might have forgotten about it. Oh, and also, try not to let the calls ring to voicemail. You know, it's not good for, overall, like, inter-employee relations or some shit. Mandatory ILWAC group watch session. Exactly. I have to be on everyone's machines at the same time. Hello, Evan. You're early today. How you feeling? How's your night going? Ixie, are you like a big VR chatter? Well, it sounds like you spend a lot of money on avatars. Cheesy bread with bacon and ranch dip. Are you sharing or what? Or are you just rubbing it in my face? I'll pass on the ranch dip though. I am a motivational speaker. Trust me. You get me on the right topic, you ask me about something actually deep and like emotional, I will go full philosophy on you. I will talk to you about the interpersonal conflicts and all this other shit. I don't know. I'm not the most eloquent always, but when I'm actually on a roll, I am so good with words. You have no idea. I'll be all like, blah, blah, blah. You have no idea how smart I am, blah, blah, blah. And then you'll be like, damn, ILWAC actually knows their shit. Why isn't ILWAC a therapist? Why aren't they a life coach? No, being a life coach could be pretty sick, though. All I have to do is tell other people to stop being losers, right? Damn, easy job. Alright, so the reason why you're failing at life is because you're just not trying hard enough, so maybe try? I know. Sorry, that's all I got for you. You're not giving me much to work with. I'm joking, of course, by the way. You bought a Valve Index around 2023, but since you don't have any friends, I don't have many hours in VR chat. I've been itching to get into playing, now that you have trackers and a new model. Nice. I mean, definitely, VR chat's hard. I don't play, or I did play VR chat as a desktop user back in the first year. No, it's fair. I mean, what got me back into VR chat more so was the fact that I made this avatar. That's the entire reason I've been streaming VR chat for the last month and a half. Was like, you know what? I worked hard on this shit, and I want people to see my hard work. And so I've been here every day because I'm like, yeah, I'm proud of this. And also, again, I like talking to people. When I stream other games, it's like split focus, and I don't mind doing it too much, but I feel like, there's only so much I can talk about. And so if people aren't chatting with me, or if I'm busy playing a game, it's hard for me to chat and blah blah blah. So I think this is so far a good balance for me. However, though, I will still say it is kind of like, what do you call it? I don't know, it's definitely a very hit and miss game. VR chat is full of people, and yet at the same time, it feels like there's no one ever there, right? And me too, Stellar. That's why I like you so much. You chat with me all the time while you're working when you shouldn't be. Smiley face. But no, like, VR chat has a lot of groups, right? There's a lot of cliques. And when you find new people, it's really cool. But then it's like finding people who actually want to stick around, or people who are consistent, or like groups that aren't so tight in their own clique that they can't pay attention to new people. It's like, well, you just don't feel like you fit in anywhere. And then there's also like social awkwardness or anxiety. Yeah, Soggy Nugget was my nickname in high school. No, I'm kidding. I don't know what that would mean. But still, I don't know. It's definitely not easy to do. Like find new friends. Sorry, I had to close the door. But yeah, no, I found definitely some nice people here and there. Mm. Personally, what helped me was that I would hop worlds as a desktop user, yes. I would use avatars, and I'll show you one of my old desky appies. Hold on a second. I would always choose avatars that people can interact with, okay? Things that are cute, silly, or like just something that people can pay attention to. So watch this. Alright, see me? This was my first like major, like, I need to zoom the camera out or back up a little bit, but this is what like the first thing that most people met me as. I would just talk to people in this avatar, and then they would like jiggle me, and they would like stretch me and stuff. They would just be silly and goofy because they're like, oh, you're just a little slime. And I'd be like, yeah, no, I am literally just a slime. And I just talk to people and they'd yap with me and they'd show interest because, like, it's just something new and different. Of course, it helps that I was a yapper, so I'd just like talk my ass off. I will say though, I don't know if Nix or Ixie, are you a mute in VR chat or do you actually like use your mic? I don't know. I like using avatars that are just silly and just distracting. So like people would be like, "Oh my god, it's a little pig," and I'd be in desktop and I'd be talking to them the whole time. It's just like a little goofy pig, and I think it's cute. I don't mind being a little goofy pig. And so there's this. It's a pigeon, yeah, a pigeon, because it's a pig with a pigeon. And then there was this one, for instance, where, like, this is more recent, but I would still use this holding a mirror. And so I'd be, like, talking like this. And then I'd be like, hello, how's it going? But I'd be doing it in state voice, so, hello, bother, well, Harry Potter. So I'd be like this, just being like, oh, it's not a vampire though, it's Snape. It's, Potter Puppet Pals. Potter Puppet Pals. So I do this. And then I evolved to using my slime avatar, which is this one. So I'd show this avatar to people, and I'd be like, hello! And I'd be a desky still sometimes, and people would just be like, again, I have the distraction tool. So people would be like talking to me while playing with this thing on my head. And they'd be like, oh my god, this is so silly. And then they'd play with my slimes. It is cute. My friend Moonboo made it. She is such a good avatar creator. I'm jealous of her skills. But she made the avatar and then I turned it into a slime. So guess what's happening to my avatar? That shit's on the horizon, right? I'm gonna make the slime bunny girl too. That's on my to-do list. I like the bunny girl too, don't get me wrong. Bread. Slime bunny. So eventually, this avatar is gonna evolve too, so... And then I'm gonna have like a toggle, so I don't have to be a slime 24/7, but it'll be nice to switch back and forth, you know? Give it time. Give me time. I got this. I have a sort of vision, alright? The vision is that, you know, eventually, I'll have an avatar put together fully. But so far, I'm pretty proud of just making it this far. Because I've always thought to myself, yeah, there's no way I can make an avatar. But no, I am really looking forward to trying to get the tattoo going. Because if I take off the jacket, for instance, you'll like see like on my back like the full tattoo. I'll make sure I have a top that goes with it so that I can have like exposed back with the tattoo basically. So I just need to like get more of an open back tank top and like, you know, make it look extra badass. And yes, I love Jello too. A sexy bunny girl. Nothing about me screams sexy, so I'm just here. The avatar, though, on the other hand, yeah, maybe the avatar is pretty, but... I'll go ahead and get myself another one of those, what do you call it? I'll get my bunny outfit IRL set up, you know? I mean, back when I was masculine presenting, I did do a stream on Twitch where I was wearing a bunny outfit. I had to be very, very careful. The voice, so sweet. I did have one, yeah. It's not a very flattering picture, it's just me as a, you know, slightly masculine, you know? Hello, FR, thank you for the follow on this side now. How are you doing? Hopefully I didn't miss your messages over there. By the way, if you guys join my Discord, I need to pin a message in there because I forgot to pin it. So let me do that now. But there's a really handy tip for when you're watching things on Twitch. Very, very useful tip. So I advise going into my pin and actually reading how to do it. It has very many benefits, trust me. I'm gonna scroll up and actually pin the message right now. Damn, when did I post it? It was a while ago. The Discord's been very active, though. You guys have been actually posting messages more than I used to, so... It's pretty sick. pretty sick. Oh, there it is, there it is. This works on Firefox for sure. I don't know if it works on Chrome, so... There we go. So if you guys join my Discord, there's a pin in the general chat that can be helpful. Some people have been posting their art on the Discord. They're very, very talented, and I'm very jealous. Yeah, no, definitely worth doing. Alright, there we go. That's done. So check that pin. It's useful for people who might not have a sub somewhere, you know what I'm saying? So it just, it's a very useful trick. What am I looking for? Yeah, those tips are very useful for something, that's all I'm saying. No, it is not 7TV. Also, hello, Sar Arctic, how are you doing today? Thank you for the follow, I appreciate you. Hope you settle in nicely, get cozy. Oh, I do have 7TV emotes, but I didn't set them up, my friend did. I'm doing alright. It's a bit warm in my room, but I can fix that with just a little twist of a knob. Not this knob, though, but, that knob. How about, you, what you been up to today? Sorry, my brain also almost asked you how you're doing again. Out of everyone I watch, only a few people have 7TV emotes. Who is Henry? Some people said it's from Stranger Things. I've never watched it, though, so I couldn't confirm that. I feel like most people don't use 7TV emotes because they don't know about setting that stuff up. And a lot of streamers might be like me, or they're lazy. Well, of course, you could just Google. Also, hello, Booze. How are we feeling today? My main reason for using 7TV is the name pants. Gotta show off my bad spending habits and style. I don't even know what name pants mean. What does that mean? It could be better? Well, here. No burger for you, but pat, pat, pat. Oh, you can have a custom color, name colors, and even animated badges. Oh, I had no idea. That's cool. Yeah, bad spending habits indeed then. Shame on you. There's gonna be a new gacha game coming out tomorrow, guys. It's called... Is it tomorrow or the next day? I don't know. Neverness to Everness is coming out. So, yeah, if you're a fan of gacha games, there's one coming out right tomorrow. Neverness to Everness. I spent like 40 bucks gifting random people 7TV subs. I didn't know there was 7TV subs. Wait, what the fuck? So I get a Valentine's Day paint badge. Let's go gambling. Aw, dang it. You just started Honkai Star Rail? I'll pass. I don't know, I tried it for a minute. No, I didn't even try that one because it's turn-based, gacha. And most turn-based gachas can play themselves. So I'm like, why would I wanna, like, invest myself in a game that's gonna play itself? Genshin, I played at launch and then I stopped. Wuwa is the only gacha that I've ever stuck with. And I stop every now and then too, so I keep picking it back up here and there. But hey, I'm caught up on it. You pre-ordered Neverness to Everness and it came out on mobile like 3 days ago, but you haven't opened it yet. Wait, you can buy that game in advance? Ixie, you spent money on a gacha before you played it? Okay, you pre-loaded it, right? Okay. You said pre-ordered, so I'm like, wait, does that mean you paid for it? Pre-order made me think it means you bought it. Hmm. Why didn't you put it on your PC? Why on your phone? I don't really understand playing mobile games on your phone. They're kind of weird to me. Like, they don't play well. You pre-ordered Wuwa on PS5? I see. Pink, do you still play Wuwa? I'm a sucker for cute anime girls, if you couldn't tell. Well, when you see one, let me know. But no, I do like, anime girls too. They're very pretty. You're gonna get it on PC and try it out. Yeah. Download it now. It's gonna be available tomorrow, I think. You do, mostly on PC though. Who's your favorite character? Who do you main? I gotta say, Amenth is probably my favorite next to Zani. I have a thing for tomboys, if you can't tell. But Amenth is not a tomboy. But she's mecha. There's a character in that game that could transform into a robot. Like, ugh. It's so cool. GTA Gacha game? Exactly. And there's another one that was gonna be like that too. I think it was called Anamata? Rika, I see you walking in late. Come to the front of the class, young lady. Come here. Hmm? I wish I got Shorekeeper. I don't know if they've ever done a rerun of her banner, but I need Shorekeeper apparently. Because I don't have enough support units for my teams. It's so infuriating. I also don't have Arena, the other healer support that's part of the base 5 stars. I have so many copies of that fucking Tiger Femboy that I hate him. No, I saw you walk in right now, young lady. Where have you been? Did you just get out of the shower? I'm gonna give you a sniff check. I don't know. You smell like you ran here. Hello, Alien Tay. Thank you so much for the follow. I know someone on Twitch whose name is Talion. That's kind of a funny coincidence. Melanie Pop, how are you doing? Feels like it's been a day or two since I've seen you pop up in chat. You doing alright? Alright, I'm gonna make a bad decision on my music choice for the moment. I am going to listen to an old, like, fuckboy song. You know what old fuckboy song I'm gonna listen to? I'm gonna listen to Don't Trust Me by 303. 303. She's an actress, but she ain't got no need. from her parents in a trust fund back east. This song is so goofy. Uma Musume I played briefly, I just couldn't get into it. I beat one of my things finally, and I was done. 9 Inch Nails Closer. Yeah. I haven't listened to that song in a long time. I'm glad you're doing good, by the way. Puppy. What do you mean you're ephemeral, though? Why are you ephemeral today? They did after a few of us requested it. Wait, they did what after a few of us requested it? I'm so sorry, my brain just like reset. Oh, Shorekeeper! Yes, rerun. Wait, Wuwa listens to the fans and Honkai doesn't. I mean, Genshin as a whole, like the company, Hoyoverse, they're very notoriously anti-player. Red and purple lipstick all over the page. This is such an old song. Like, such a fuckboy anthem. But yeah, no, I haven't listened to Closer in a long time. I wanna fuck you like an animal. I wanna feel you from the inside. God damn, that song is so fucking horny, it's crazy. Your lips, do the Helen Keller, and talk with the hips. No, this all songs are stupid. But I do like 9 Inch Nails, I just don't listen to them very often. Rika's the one that mentioned fucking 9 Inch Nails, don't give me the word. Turn the words around to yourself. What do you mean? What, are you saying that you want to do that to me? The mods got you again? Hold on, Stellar, I got you. Nothing wrong with a fuckboy, or being a fuckboy. Damn, Stellar, are you saying that you're a fuckboy? Alright, here's my number real quick, sorry. I'm kidding. Listen, fuckboys can be a little bit, depends. Nothing wrong with being a little promiscuous, but you know, eventually you want to settle down with someone sweet. And fuckboys typically are just kind of, you know, looking for that quickie. Listen, if I'm flirting with someone, I want it to be for a long haul. I don't want it to be short-lived. You're a soft boy, and you're adorable. I mean, you know, soft boys are more fun. You get to push them around. I'm a tomboy more so, yeah. You'd rather a long-lasting relationship. I mean, yeah, exactly. Yeah, remember alone, yes, I'm trans, she, her, so yeah. Tomboy works for me. I like femboys too, though. Femboys, soft boys, twinks, I like other tomboys. Huh. Ain't no way I'm a brat. You just want me to be a brat. I will say, though, femboys are typically a little bit too horny. First line is, you let me violate you. Okay, I'll let you violate me. I see. Is that right, Rika? You'll let me violate you. Or are you asking me to let you? Come on, speak up. It's alright, there are lots of puppy girls in VR chat too. There's lots of puppy girls out here on the internet. These trans puppy girls, I'm saying, you know, they're very, very needy. All you gotta do is give them the command and they'll speak, they'll bark, they'll clicker train. A subby puppy. There's definitely a lot of those. There's also the cat girls too. I feel like puppy girls are more common. I definitely do think there are more puppies than kitties. It's just there's more cat avatars. You're gonna buy a femboy and you'll share with your wife. That's crazy. Melanie, are you still here? You gonna chime in on whether or not pup girls? Just wild. I just saw a wild crawfish at work. What the fuck? Why would there be a crawfish at your work? Kinda weird. You're a rope bunny? Crazy. I don't think that means you're an animal, though. I think that just means that you just like being tied up. I will say, too, I've never experienced that. Never tied someone up before. Would be fun. Yeah, so I'm gonna tie you up. It takes a lot of time to set up, and then there's also the time it takes to, like, dismantle it. So it's like, do you really want to do all that work? Do you? If I want to have sex, I mean, I'm just gonna be like, you know, let's have some fun instead. A crawfish just came out of the sewer drain. Ew. Cook it and eat it. Let us know how your stomach feels after an hour. Don't do that, you'll probably get, like, fucking sepsis or some shit. You've been leashed, but not tied up. You've lived a life. I've never been leashed, never been tied up, never been blindfolded. I don't know, I just do whatever, like, my partner's into at the time. And most of my partners are very vanilla. So, nothing wrong with that, though. I don't know how you eat crawfish compared to lobster. Excuse me. You only, like roleplay as a fetish. Other things you never try. I see it. Hey, if it works, it works. Normal RP is hella fun. Yeah, playing games like Dungeons and Dragons. Don't worry, you can explore my dungeon. Don't worry though, I'll bring out the dragon afterwards. Hence the BDSM emblem tan. Yeah, no, it's fair. Especially if a person can fully commit to their character. Oh, I'm very good at staying in character. I will follow a bit until I either realize, oh shit, this person might be taking me seriously. Only leashed once with this daddy type. Yeah, and you're on your knees and they're going like, good boy, and pulling you close. Gotcha, gotcha. I mean, you gotta be careful with the leash too, though. Can't have them jerk on it too hard. Don't want to give you whiplash. Personally, I've never liked having things on my throat. It just feels so, like, annoying. Not just in, like, the, oh no, I'm gonna die kind of annoying. I mean, like, I don't know, just, like, something about it just feels gross in my, like, inner throat. Stay in character until my partner's blue. Yeah, don't worry. I can't hear them saying the safe word. I don't know what's wrong. Has something deep in their throat. Man, the safe word sure would be handy if they needed me to stop. Anyway, what do you do? That's why the tap out, I know. Of course, yeah. That's why I don't do anything with someone who's inebriated. Your wifey wears a collar everywhere except work. Oh, that's cute. I don't like to suffer or feel pain. But the feeling of being dominated is nice. Yeah, no, that makes sense. You just want someone to look down on you and be like, are you such a good boy today? Are you gonna do what mommy tells you? And then pat your head. Exactly. You know, everyone wants a little bit of, like, smothering here and there. Not everybody. Of course, some people find that stuff very cringe. Other people, on the other hand, they melt for it. So you're either in usually one of two camps. Some people, when they get, like, exposed to, good boy, they go, ugh. Other people, on the other hand, they're like, ugh, weak in the knees. You know, my, my, my playlist just now on YouTube was going through all this meme shit, and then Pink Guy came on. And then I went, oh, I forgot how bad he was. Oh my god, I was not ready for what just happened. I melt when called a good boy. And you're at work right now, and you're such a good boy. Keep working, you're doing a good job. Or do I have to do it in a masculine voice for it to work for you? I'll do it in a masculine voice, don't tempt me. Yeah, no, good girl, makes sense. I'm a bi person's worst nightmare. Also, I'm gonna take another drink of water, so you guys should drink some water. You're a dom to boys, but you're a sub to girls. That's kind of backwards, isn't it? Yes, I will hydrate. Nice timing. Everybody, take a sip. I've had someone argue with me that, like, calling someone subby or a bottom only applies when it's, like, guys or trans girls. And I was like, what? I was like, women can be tops. I mean, just think about lesbians for a second. One's the top and one's the bottom, usually. And usually it's just a descriptor of, like, you know, who's more sub or who's more dom, or, yeah. Tops are usually the dom ones, usually, but you can be a dominant bottom. The point is, you know, it's not strictly, like, part of the LGBT shit. Power bottom. Whenever I think of power bottom, I think of someone slamming their ass down on something. Just, bah! You know? I know. But that's the problem, is like, some people aren't exposed to BDSM. They're just like, what the fuck? That's weird. I'm like, no, it's basic language. I don't know. Talking about what a power bottom does. Power bottoms literally just slam their ass on something. You got a can on the table? Just crush that shit. Lesbians don't like men, so they use a fake one. The toys. Hey, I mean, sometimes you want a deeper penetration, even if you don't like the man. You can like women and still not care about something phallic. No, I do too. I know some lesbians who do not like penetration. And that's fair. Do you? It is. It's just all preferences. No one's got to do things. No one's gotta have like a definitive like, oh, if you're gay, you have to like anal. I know some gay dudes who don't like anal either. Like, you know, everyone's different in what they like. They're not offended, don't worry. I don't think, at least. They're just like looking to see it. Everyone likes a little Yuri. I used to be very much like, if I were ever to watch porn, I was very simple and just like, I'll just watch lesbians. It's certainly something that you're unfamiliar with, but you have a friend who's pretty active down there, though he's never lost his V card. Yeah, no, some people really like the way it feels. I mean, go for it. You can masturbate however makes you happy. Anyone can masturbate. You see, I'm very pure when I'm in VR for the most part because, I don't know, ERV's too much effort for someone like me. IRL though, I pretend to be a virgin just because it's funny, where I'm like, yeah, I'm 37 and I'm a virgin, guys. A friend has requested to join you. What you doing? You've yet to lose your V card and first kiss. No worries, Kenji. Thanks for stopping in today. Hopefully you enjoy your time in VR. Be safe out there. Oh, I see, I see. Oh, I get it then. My bad, my bad. You're still grinding that racing game? I see, I see. I've got some thinking to do too, you know. I gotta figure out, like, if I get you guys to do a meetup with me in VR chat and play some games, I do have to think of a good time to do it. Like, you know, what time zone should I focus on? Because I can do it at any time in the day. But I want as many people to be there as possible, so I was like, maybe during my usual stream times, right? But then I'm like, then obviously I don't stream that day. So I don't know. We'll see. That's fair. That's very valid. I could always stream it, technically, but I definitely want to get a feel for people like, in person once before I stream something like that. And also, not everyone's comfortable being on stream, and that can limit the amount of people that want to show up and hang out, because I actually would like to use it as a chance to, like, you know, meet my community, if you guys, you know, consider yourselves a part of it. So I don't know. It's definitely up in the air. Hello, Soul Reaper. How are you doing today? Oh, that's a ghost fish. You're definitely a Willow community, at least on here since you don't do Discord. No, it's fair. No, I know. That's good to hear though that you're doing good. The duck was cute. You're cute. Big Mama Pickle. Don't worry, I'll show you Big Mama's Pickle. What game have you been playing, Soul Reaper? I'm gonna be honest, I don't like pickles that much, actually. Thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, I don't really enjoy pickles. Some people really like taking bites out of pickles, but I don't get it. I know some people who drink the juice. Like, ew. I'm sorry, but no. I don't like the taste of pickles that much. It's too strong. A pineapple! I've never played a Gears of War game before. Nope. Never once. What, you're mad that I don't like pickles? Listen, pickle juice for your chicken deep fried shit, bro. When that shit goes hard, Gears is fun. Could I not jiggle my small melons? I can do whatever I want. Get wrecked. Pickle juice is good for both hangovers and sore throats. Oh, your little brother's watching? Well, tell them to leave the room, damn it. I'm not even being suggestive, I'm just moving. Shield his eyes if he ever sees a real woman. An epic pineapple. SpongeBob could never get on my level. His is only rare. I see. Femboy, no, I'm trans. It's alright though. Perception is reality. I don't take offense to it though, and also my audio broke again, so give me just a second to unplug this and replug this. It's been doing this lately. I love doing this part. I'm a trans woman. So was born male, and now I'm taking estrogen. So male to female. MTF for short. You got my back there, Pink Lightning. What's a game that each of you think that everyone should play? For instance, I know Booze thinks that I should definitely play Resident Evil. Alright, sorry, Bert, let's just be real for a second. You can't get mad at me for shaking tits and then ask me how long my wee-wee is. You can't be like, hey, stop shaking your small melons. Wait, how long's your wee-wee? Like, this doesn't work. You decided to hop in VR and watch in bed? Hey, if you're cozy, here, let me just give you the POV. Ready? I come over and I'm like, alright, enjoy your little bedtime. Tuck you in. And then steps on your face. No, kidding, kidding. No, but still, here's your little head pats for laying in bed. Hopefully you're getting some good rest. If you go to sleep, I appreciate you stopping by. I have played Dying Light. Dying Light's fun. Depends on the mood for a game you're in. So what you say? If it's what I want to see you play, it's Persona 5 Royal. Staffies. Yes, you just got free staffies. Congratulations. Um, I have played Dying Light briefly. It was pretty fun. I stopped playing Dying Light because one of my friends was a loot goblin, and he like somehow AFK grinded with some of his high level friends. And so he was like so far ahead of the rest of us that he was like running super fast and just stealing all the loot from chests. And it was like, okay, I'm done with this game now. I'm moving on to something else. Oh, you're just laying in bed. Whenever I think of Rika now, I just think Rika needs to clean their sheets again. I'm just like, yep, you gotta clean your sheets again. No, you're not wrong in playing in multiplayer. I like roguelike games the most, I think. Besides my cozy games, like Stardew Valley-ish games. Those ones are always fun though, because like it's very chill, it's very mellow, it's like cute. I'm not into horror that much personally. The closest to horror I get that I enjoyed was have you guys played Remnant 2? That game's very fun. It's like Dark Souls but with guns. If we were to suggest or doing games suggestions, may I suggest Legacy of Kain Defiance. Legacy of Kain's that was that a PS1 game? I feel like that was PS1, right? I wasn't just looking for things to play for myself so much as I was just curious what you guys liked. I forgot you're close to my age, Pink Lightning. I forgot that you're in my age group. Hello, Gracefully. I saw you follow last night, you know. And how are we feeling today? How's your night been going? Appreciate you for stopping by today. Yo, that's a cute emote too. They've just been remade? Oh shit, that's cool. I do like old games. I want them to remake Breath of Fire 3. That shit was my childhood. A ridiculous game on Sega was Booger Man. Nope, don't remember that one, but I think I'm good. We had a Sega Genesis when I was growing up. No, I used to play this game called Everhood. I used to stream it too. It might be the first game I played on stream that I actually completed. And when I used to stream it, it was, you know, I had like someone come by and like they were like, "Oh, you're on this fight." I was like, "Oh, is it really that bad?" And he was like, "You're gonna be here for a few hours." He was not kidding. I was there for about 4 hours on the same fight, repeating this one boss. It was bad. It was real bad. I'm not good at rhythm games. One of the old games that I really liked, just because it was like goofy looking, was Earthworm Jim though. You guys remember that shit? Earthworm Jim had a very interesting style. When are they bringing that shit back? Also, speaking on a few of those games mentioned though, like for instance, Persona 5, I played through briefly, but I didn't do too much with it. They have it on Steam now, but you refused to buy it. There was some controversy around the game creator. Oh shit, what was the controversy? Also, hello, Spider. How are you feeling today? No worries. You lurk for as long as you need to. Oh, Indiana Jones. Or not Indiana Jones. Earthworm Jim, right? Yo, we got some more people who are like 30 in the chat. Let's go. I'm not the only 30-year-old. Phantasmagoria sounds familiar, but I don't think I know it off the top of my head. I'd have to look it up to see what it is. Phantasmagoria. I think everyone needs to play WoW and test out the fishing. Really? Did WoW actually have good, WoW or fishing mechanics? Whenever I think of good fishing mechanics, I think of Final Fantasy 15. Yeah, no, that's how I feel about the Harry Potter games. Just don't buy them. Play them, just don't. Oh, no? Goonbot was Final Fantasy 15's fishing mechanic bad? I honestly don't remember. I just played through it and I was like, yeah, that's fun. Didn't they make a game for it too? Like a separate game? Oh, WoW doesn't have good fishing mechanics. I see. Doom is the best, but how about Duke Nukem? I've never played Doom or Duke Nukem despite being 37. You spelled Duke Nukem correctly. One of my friends would probably tell everyone in this chat they need to play Titanfall 2 and Ultra Kill. I've never played Ultra Kill, but I've heard a lot about it because my friends play it religiously. Oh my god, there's a cat in my chair. I sat down for all of 2 seconds and went, oh, there's a fuzzy butt right there. My cat does not care that I'm sitting on him. Yep. You don't own Wolfenstein 3D either? That's fair. The Doom movie? Are you talking about the one that had The Rock in it? What's the OG of OGs? The other, I tried VR set for the first time. It was really fun. Oh, you went somewhere that you could test out VR. That's cool. VR is fun. Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt, jeez. I did play Duck Hunt back in the day, and Super Mario. And I also had this Olympic game that came with its own playmat. It had 8 dots on it, red and blue, so you had 2 sets for each player. So you had 4 dots to step on for each player, I mean. And there were games where you basically had to run in place on the dots and then jump. Like, it's got all of them, so each of those little dots were fucking input. It was really cool. I never played Toontown. I was talking about it on Twitter briefly, but no one actually replied. But I posted about like Ragnarok Online. Oh my god, I was such a nerd for Ragnarok Online. I loved that shit. It was the anime MMO of my dreams. It was so funny and cute. Not funny, it was just cute. I loved that game. But no, never played Toontown. And yeah, no, Spider, all I remember from that movie was one, how bad it was. There was one scene though where they took it into first person for everyone's like, nostalgia factor, and he's in first person shooting things and shit. The movie felt so out of like I could not recognize it as a Doom movie. It just felt so out of place. And what do you call it? There was also trying to think of the other thing. Oh, there's a part where he dies, or he gets like injured really bad. He looks at the camera, and he straight up just says, "I'm not supposed to die," and then he falls down. Like, bro, what? He had main character syndrome. Crazy, insane. Oh, wow. Yeah, I just don't remember the movie being very good. But, different preference for different people, of course. I'm sure someone out there was like, yo, that movie was my favorite. And me, I'm just sitting here like, eh. Hello, little stud. I'm doing alright. How are you feeling today? Beat goes up and down. Oh, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. That's good to hear. Let me see. Nothing really. I'm just vibing tonight. Just as usual. We have some people talking about old games right now. So right now they're talking about Quake. Quake was a good game. I think Doom, Duke Nukem, and Quake are the three staple shooting games. Yeah, no. I definitely do think of Quake when I think of like original, like groundwork for modern shooters, right? You guys are just talking about old games, so I'm like, damn, yeah, no. I remember that too. I played Command and Conquer, I played Age of Empires. I played a lot of Age of Empires, specifically Age of Empires 2. And back then, I would play things and do would I want a nice car, money, or gold? I mean, if you're thinking logically, gold is probably the best option because it appreciates in value. Money gradually loses its value over time, so I'd probably go with gold. Spelunky. I know of that game. I've never played Spelunky. That's also one of the OG, like, roguelikes, right? It's, supposed to be fun. You think that's the name? Spelunky's correct. Age of Empires is a great game. Battletoads? Yes, I remember Battletoads. This feels like the fucking. Have you guys ever watched South Park? There's an episode where there's like these little things called the member berries, where all these little like grapes are sitting in a bowl and the people would eat them and just be nostalgic about shit. And just like, um, they're just like, hey guys, do you remember Star Wars? I remember. Oh, your brother found some gold? Hell yeah. Congratulations to him. Hopefully he finds enough to actually make a profit. Hey, you remember Doom? I remember. Yeah, we should go do a VR hangout. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go to a world for you guys real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna mute the world sounds first because it usually plays some like DMCA shit on the screens. I think the world was called this. He's got a lot of gold. I don't know how much he got. No, it's cool though. Maybe he'll share with you one day. Let's see. What was it called? Damn it, I can't remember what this world is called now. It's super nostalgic though. Give me just a moment, guys. I'll figure this out. So, is it this? I honestly can't remember what world this is, and I can't remember who I went through with. Damn it. Man, do you guys remember Aqua Teen Hunger Force? There's that too. I just saw a picture of it. I hope you don't get mad at me. Did I tell you I got autism and shaking problem and a speech problem too? I know you are. You told me you were 25 last time. And again, don't worry. Those things don't, affect anything for my side. As long as you're comfortable and you're relaxing, you do whatever makes you feel comfortable, okay? Alright, let's see. Alright, I'm gonna do this world. So we're gonna load. I can't guarantee this world's any good. I'm just gonna choose it because it is nostalgia. Gargoyles, Adult Swim, old South Park, old SpongeBob, Rugrats. I am not sitting on my cat, thank you very much. I am not a monster. Your heart is my sky. Alright, I just want to say that if I ever see you, that's why. No, it's fair. Alright, so far we have this behind me. Nostalgic keyboard setup. We've got an Adobe Flash player, classic Insane Clown Posse YouTube page. We've got a fax machine or printer combo. Let's see what else we got. Oh god, why does it look like this? So we've got some old cans, an Xbox controller, Nintendo 64, a Wiimote. Guitar Heroes on the floor somewhere too. Ta-da! Anyone want to go play some Wii Sports and then accidentally throw it at the TV? Yeah. But yeah, basically this world is just nothing but 2000s nostalgia from what I know. Nope, can't go beyond the store. Anyway, I just thought you guys would appreciate it because we were all talking about the 2000 shit. Why can't I move? Am I stuck? Guys, I can't move. Yeah, I'm stuck. Alright, let's show posters. Alright, we got Zelda. We've got sword fights on the heights? I don't know what that is. Got a couple swords here. No worries, Lilstead. We got Chuck Norris. You guys remember all the fucking Chuck Norris jokes? God, that shit got so tired. And there's another Legend of Zelda. There's an N64 poster. I don't know who this is. Yeah, I had a Wii as well. Anyway, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Well, my PC crashed, so I'm gonna have to restart my computer, guys. I'll be back in like 5